Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to make you a random sawing video.
Yeah.
And we have a few more purlins to cut. We were just a few short, so I'm going to cut a couple more logs into purlins so we have more than enough. And we can always use the leftovers for the new solar kiln project. So
it won't go to waste.
No, it won't. So
no.
All right, well, let's get started and get these logs sawed up. All right, let's make you a random sawing video. And today we're going to saw up a few more purlins. So let's get her going here. And we'll wake the doggies up. Doggies out. Double check my tapers. I like to run them, make sure they're nice and tight away from where we don't need them. So the knees up a little bit more, and let's get our first log. And today is 1 week from the day that the storm happened, and we're really moving right along. We got a ton of progress made. And let's see, let's just go with that, see what we end up with here. To see everything sitting out in the rain getting wet, but we're getting there. The tin should be here next week. But at least we can park the carriage under roof. And I'm going to get it down to a 6-inch cant. This is a small log. And I'll take a thick one off now. We can edge it out. Looking good. Sounds like my belts are chirping on my hydraulics. Everything's sitting out in the rain. That's what you get. Perfect. I think it's going to be too wet to get up on the roof to finish them last few, so we're not going to take a chance of getting hurt. I think we're going to take it right out to Ritchie Brothers. See what's available at the auction. take a piece of 1 by, take us down to 6 inches. Perfect. And we'll get back in the cabinet shop here very shortly. This is only my first full week of not going to a job. I'm really liking it. No mismanagement. Oh, let's see what that does. Knots pinging away. It's rolling back. I'm going to pull up a little bit here. It's a little heavy on that butt end down there. Let's just go somewhere around 4 inches. And we'll start somewhere around there. Thin that out a little bit. We'll be done with that first log. Oh, that looks pretty darn close there. Taper to it, it'll be alright. It'll be under a piece of tin here next week. Alright, last log we need for this project. Oh, got knots. Gonna need a can hook out there, Eddie. He's not looking. I'll be right back, guys. knobby on it. We're going to do some Mike McCoy style sawing here. Oh, let's see something here. Let's just get rid of that. Doggies up, doggies out, doggy down. That's better. And the sun isn't out really good today, so that's to my advantage. Someone had said that bothers them when I don't finish that cut, but if I send that down into the saw, now it jams up in there. I don't understand. We'd have been stopping the saw, we'd have been in there digging it out. It don't make sense. Tell you what, I'm going to try to get a 12-inch cant so we can get a couple doubles. So let's not get too greedy here yet. We got a lot of log to deal with. Start there. I'm going to try to get it down to 12 inches. You get a much better yield. So I'll take one more full heavy one. That takes us down to 13. That's good. Log you saw, it's a different situation. Alright, Chewy, get out of there. And let's start somewhere around there. This is a nice log, actually. Turn it back, get it down to a 6-inch cant. And someone asked that, why do I do that? Them boys don't mind handling 6-inch boards. These 12 inches, that little weight to them. I mean, everybody has their own method, I get that, but it works for us. use it. We'll get a short one out of there. We're going to need short ones on the end. Go through some 8-footers out there. That's we got to watch. He reaches under there, and then you're backing the can up over his fingers. He's screaming, ah! All because we wanted to be the fastest. Don't need to be the fastest. All right, let's get down to 6 inches. That looks good. That's when you can tell your saw's cutting good. When you can pull off thin pieces. All right, let's get a few more boards off of here. Just looking for a little bit of a green flicker. Oh, let's see where we're at. That's what we wanted right there. Should be about equal. Perfect. Yeah, we wind them open far enough so that better off to do one at a time on these. That's no well. We're only going to get one on them anyway, so I guess we're all right. Here's where it's really nice to be able to see the laser. I can see it dimly. That looks alright. We can take 2 inches off the back. I'm trying to edge to that lower one if you're wondering why I took so much off top. So that way we end up with 3 good boards. they can turn that than Chewy. Just kidding. I like it. There we got 3 nice boards. And there's a couple more to edge and we will be done. So we'll catch you here at the end. Well, kind of lied to you. I didn't think we were going to put these up today, so we had to wait for somebody to show up at the mill. So we said, you know what, it's dry enough, and Eddie he's a mountain goat for sure. And you can see we got the overhangs, we let them run long, and they will get trimmed at the very end when we're ready to install the tin. So they'll get their hair cut when we're completely done. And he's putting the last, gonna probably have to put one more at the very peak. And how's the weather up there, Ed?
What's that?
How's the weather?
The weather's good, a little cloudy. I don't like it, the sun's out of my eyes.
Yeah, there's some advantage to that, but yeah, we're waiting on tin now. And the project has come along, and literally it's not even a week since the damage. That was about 5 o'clock last Tuesday, and right now it's about 11:15 in the morning. So the old compressor's doing us well, and underneath our side here, everything is just waiting for tin, and we didn't need that last log. But yeah, I'm really hoping that tin shows up within a week like they said, and we should be ready to start putting it down. Like I said, I got a shop project to get moving on. We're gonna go out to Ritchie Brothers here. I might throw some stuff in this video, just walking around the auction yard. There's always something at that auction you can't live without, so a couple more nice white spruces, or Norway spruces, and they'll probably be part of our solar kiln project. And that's all that's left out of that whole 2 logs. So the roller table worked out good for making all the cuts here. So, but yeah, moving right along here. So we'll catch you at the end of the video. Yeah, we're on the back side here, and here's all the stuff that Diesel Creek likes. All the big iron.
Cat over there.
Yeah, let's go over this way. We're just going to see if there's any other. A lot of times there'll be building materials here. There'll be steel and all kinds of crazy stuff. But it don't seem like there's too much at this one. Water you can't drink. There you go. That's a nice little brawler dump truck.
There's a cat.
Yep, you got your Komatsus, your cats.
I do some work in a day.
Yeah, we need that up Uncle Edmund's for about 20 minutes.
3 passes.
3 passes and it'll all be good. There's a nice old John Deere.
This case 450. That was they sold a million of them probably. This was a little workhorse.
Yeah.
It's older. the 80s.
Yeah, these back in the day, the high lift was used for everything. In fact, that's got the bucket that opens up and it becomes a dozer blade, so you can use it for either or. That's kind of a neat option.
Only thing today is you grab a track skid loader and heck, that bucket on ours out there will hold just as much.
Yeah, and your machine will move so much faster. Nice little blade on that. There you go. that would tear some things up. Yeah, nice little Volvo here. Looks like the thumb was stolen or broke. Yeah, it had a thumb at one time, but it's still got the plumbing there if you wanted to use it. But there's the open cab, so not all that great, but that's about the size that Mr. Cabelco. Oh, here you go, little
these got
baby.
their purpose. You can't get in tight.
There you go. Imagine replacing the tires on this thing.
There's a good one for Matt.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, that'd be
he
big.
Likes to fix them. And
bigger than Fat Alice.
That's a good size.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We're going to let you go here. And thanks for coming along. And we'll catch you next time. We'll be back up the mill sawing. I'll talk to you then.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.